Welcome to the Battle Zone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it will be contested under high-speed rules. Introducing first, being accompanied by the Unholy Alliance, representing Monster Union, the Serpentine Sensation, Hebitsukai.
Good evening, wrestling fans. This is AWL Strong and Free from the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. And once again, Hebitsukai, the Serpentine Sensation, acting as the spokesman for the Monster Union faction here in the Animated Wrestling League. And he will be competing in a high-speed rules match. 5-minute time limit. The ropes do not matter in any way. Disqualifications in effect. A loss. A tie, I should say, is a loss for both wrestlers. Viva Monster Union. And all this talk about a new leader of Monster Union, well, where the hell is he? We do know it's a he, according to Hebitsukai, but where, when, who? This is getting rather annoying, as is, I'm sure, this man's thoughts about his own career.
As his opponent, making his way from Chicago, Illinois, and his studio apartment, Colt, Cabana.
Alright, let's go down tonight's card quickly. In the main event, House Classic will defend the AWL World Tag Team titles against T4-9T. The cold-hearted, handsome Devil Hook takes on the United Empire's Kyle Fletcher in the semi-final. We're gonna have a three-way Joshi Tag Team match. And coming up next is Akira versus that asshole. Colt Cabana, still looking for his first win in the Animated Wrestling League. He's been working for All Elite Wrestling, I believe working mostly in a backstage role these days. Good for him. Less chance of getting injured that way, but he still gets the wrestling bug, and we welcome him here when that happens. Oh, I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. We start the match by breaking the laws of physics. How nice. Looking for the air raid crash. The O'Hare crash, maybe? I don't know. He's very Chicago. Colt Cabana up now to the middle rope, goes to the axe handle, does not connect. And I don't know what the heck is going on with Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Victory roll attempt countered into a stomp. Neither man in the opening seconds of this 5-minute time limit bout able to get much of a grip on each other, just as Boom Boom manages to get a grip on Hebitsukai, tossing him down to the canvas with that arm drag. Spear out of nowhere from the striking coiled serpent. And the field's commander of the Monster Union, back elbow, the de facto leader at the moment. No time calls in the match. The wrestlers have to keep track of things. Hebitsukai going up top. Huge splash it! Oh, he did not get all of that. Colt Cabana getting out at just after the nick of time. As they slide back into the ring. Shoots the half. Colt Boom Boom Cabana going for the 1, 2. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family makes the 2 count. That probably could have been 3 if he'd been faster to start that. Knee lift, a chant of both these guys. And boom! Snake bite! Yusatsuwaza. The snake bite for the 1, 2. No, Boom Boom able to get his shoulder up right before that final and fatal 3 count. Hebitsukai, he can hit that snake bite out of literally anywhere. Just like that! Snake bite number 2. Calling for maybe one more for good measure, and I don't blame him. Snake bite! He's Satsuwaza. Finishing move, ultimate technique. He's Satsuwaza for the 1, 2, 3. A quick, easy 34th career victory for the Serpentine Sensation, Hebitsukai. We do await the coming of the new leader of Monster Union. But this is not the only match tonight to feature one of the monsters in singles competition. We'll get to that in just a minute.
His owner, Hebitsukai.
As the unholy alliance of Nekamusume and Wild Things celebrating alongside their leader. There's only one thing to say, and maybe I hate to say it, maybe I'm starting to like it. Viva Monster Union. King Akira looking to continue the momentum for Monster Union against literally the worst wrestler in the league.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, introducing first, making his way to the ring from the sands of time, representing Monster Union, King Akira.
The Mummified One enters this match with a career record of 30 wins and 33 losses, putting him at a win-loss ratio of -3. If he wants to do what Hebitsukai says he wants to do, and that is rise through the ranks and become the AWL Grand Champion, well, he's going to have to start putting together a lot of wins. And tonight, he gets that opportunity against the man who knows more about losing than literally anybody else in the animated wrestling league. Master of the touch of Anubis, the Konshu Salt, and the Pyramid Bomb, King Akira, a tag team wrestler by profession, now branching out into the singles ranks here in season 23 of the Animated Wrestling League. An eerie silence falls over the arena, the silence of the grave, as we await... Well, are you as sick of this guy as I am? Thought so.
And his opponent, making his way from the mean streets of Niigata, the Knight, Tanaka, Kenichi.
One of only 2 members of the 100 Loss Club in the Animated Wrestling League. 107 career losses in the AWL. And that is an absolute record. He also has the worst win-loss ratio at 46, or should I say -46. 61 wins, 107 losses. There is literally no way for this guy to ever escape the danger zone unless he happens to be holding a championship by the end of the season. Which, at this point, highly unlikely he's going to get that opportunity. He's used every dirty trick in the book over the years to escape getting fired. And in this 10-minute time limit AWL rules match, standard professional wrestling rules do apply. 1 fall, 1 submission, or a knockout. Disqualifications, 20 count on the outside before a ruling of ring out. And 10 minutes on the clock. Because we know we're on YouTube and people don't have the greatest attention spans anymore. King Akira surveying, a little caution going to the outside, appreciating and respecting the dirty trick. But the raw power, oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh! Rams him spine and ass first into that metal bike rack that we use as a crowd barricade here in Canada, because frankly, a lot less safety regulations than back over in Japan. 9 minutes now. Referee begins the 20 count, but Tanaka Kenichi not smart enough to take the break when he's going to get it. Ooh, oh god, just stomps right on his head, so that hair will probably act as a crash helmet given the amount of product it uses. THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi claiming to be from the mean streets of Niigata. If you don't know, Niigata, Japan is a northern rural prefecture known for its rice, known for It's onsen resort and known for skiing as well. Used to live there, actually. I wonder what the Great Okan would come up with for a revitalization match for frickin' Niigata. King Akira stalking the ring, giving praise to the gods of ancient Egypt, and down goes the king as we head up. Oh no, you should have gone for an attack there. Tanaka Kenichi should have gone for something instead of posing for the crowd that doesn't like him anyway. Missed with the big boot. Technically above the belt there, at least that's what the referee's saying. Monster Union on a bit of a roll at the moment. Hebitsukai just picking up the win over Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Last week it was the Joshi tag team. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Hisatsuwaza, the touch of Anubis! Sending him straight to the underworld. 1, 2. And by some minor miracle, the Botsumania Houdini. Oh, yes, you are. You are absolutely worthy. If you're a true professional wrestling fan, and you're a follower of the AWL, and you've hit that subscribe button to help us get to 100 subscribers, you are absolutely worthy of everything we are able to give you, and a hell of a lot more. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, interesting. Actually managed to hit the roll there. Wasn't able to convert it into a victory roll, though. Oh, face first. That hurts so much more than back first. At least when your back hits, you can sort of spread the impact out a little bit. As everyone who's ever done any serious martial arts knows, the first thing you learn is how to take a fall. Same thing in wrestling school. Going up to the top, elbow drop from the top by a super heavyweight. And that should be good enough for the 1, 2, no. I hate to say it, but Tanaka Kenichi showing something resembling fighting spirit for maybe the first time in his life. Oh, this is going to be good. Spear! I don't think I've seen him use that move before. But you can't argue with the result. King Akira picking up his 31st career win.
Here is your winner, King Akira.
King Akira cannot speak, so I'll say it for him. Viva Monster Union! A rare 3-way dance here in the Animated Wrestling League among all 3 ranked Joshi tag teams here on the Canadian side of the ledger.
The following contest is scheduled for up to 5 falls, because it is a 3-way tag team match. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, the tag team combination of Emily Motherfucky and the reigning Wrestling Canadian National Champion, Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd, representing the United Empire. UK Gen 2!
It is impossible to deny that UK Gen 2 have been on a roll. And look at that, a claim that we want even more championships for the United Empire, undefeated since joining the UE. Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd also now the Canadian National Champion. We await her first title defense, which will likely take place under World of Sport rules, as is her want and milieu.
And their opponents, introducing first, making their way from the wasteland, the tag team combination of the National Wrestling Alliance, undisputed World Television Champion, Max the Impaler, and Heidi Howitzer. Together they are the Wasteland, your party.
A nearly untouchable tag team last season. An unfortunate and disappointing performance in the Forge to Forge tournament leaves them entering regular season competition at 1-1. capacity crowd here tonight at the AWL Battle Zone in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
And their opponents making their way the title combination of Joya and Lupe Peligro, together they are the Ladies of Lucha.
A disappointing loss last week dropped them from the number 3 rank in the AWL Best 4 to the number 4. So we've got tag teams ranked 1, 2, and 4 respectively in this 3-way 5 up to 5 fall elimination tag team match by AWL Rule and Custom. We do not do this sort of nonsense of, first to get a pinfall wins. Nuh-uh. In the Animated Wrestling League, when multiple falls are on the line, multiple points on the board as it were, we make you earn it. It is elimination rules. If you eliminate the second member of an opposing tag team, you get a victory for your team. Which means a possible 2 wins are on the board tonight. This will also have serious effect on the Best 4 rankings. Now everybody in the Best 4 is eligible to challenge for the championship of their division, in this case the Joshi Tag Team title. But the number 1 rank has priority. Right now, that is the undefeated 3-0 UK Gen 2 of the United Empire. Heading up and down. Collar and elbow tie up there, as it looks like we've got 6 in the ring. Lupe Peligro taking on the biggest wrestler in the match before switching to their tag team partner. Oh! Nasty looking bonsai drop and a Nagasaki lock applied to Joya, though she is able to wriggle out of it. So much action here, 6 wrestlers all legal at the same time. I will point out that falls and submissions only count in the ring. So if you're trying to follow this madness, keep your eyes on that squared circle, that 20 by 20 foot squared circle in the dead center of your shot as you take a look again at this sold out, super no vacancy crowd, AWL Strong and Free, here in the GTA. 18 minutes now. Extended time limit for anything that's got more than 2-on-2. We have a 20-minute time limit in this bout. That's to make sure that the wrestlers have a chance to conduct their business in and out of the AWL ring. Unfortunately, we cannot have countouts or disqualifications in this match, because frankly this game is extremely limited on what it will let us do. Will 2K25 fix that? Almost certainly not, but one lives in hope. And that looks like an international equalizer in the hands of Max the Impaler, the National Wrestling Alliance World Television Champion, unifying the men's and women's TV titles, appropriately enough. And while I will point out, just in case anyone's wondering, Max the Impaler, they are currently under an exclusive contract with the National Wrestling Alliance. However, since they had previously signed an AWL contract, they're still allowed to appear here, at least until that contract expires. And I don't know what the time limit is on that, but they will be in the Animated Wrestling League, at least in the short-term future. We shall see their future and their destiny as we continue here. And a tombstone pile driver by Heidi Howitzer of the Wasteland War Party to Joya. And it's our first elimination of the contest.
Joya has been eliminated.
Now that does not constitute a point for the Wasteland War Party. Whoever eliminates Lupe Peligro in the blue mask will receive the first official victory of this contest. That could be either member of the Wasteland War Party, it could be either member of UK Gen 2, and the 10 pounds of muscle in a 5-pound bag with a suplex into a power bomb. Good grief. On the super heavyweight. And now a cover in the ring. Heidi Howitzer in trouble, kicks out of a pinning predicament by Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd. And Jessica Kidd, by the way, doesn't like matches like this. too much chaos, too many people in the ring. She prefers one-on-one, 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winner. That is her preferred method of combat. But it's not England, it's not the round system, it's not the world of sport right now, though as the Canadian national champion, she has a little bit of leverage there. Able to maybe bring that back, and that table collapsing off of the bike racks. Nice throw, as right now, UK Gen 2 dominating in the match. As we're about to hit our first time call, 25% of the way through the time limit allotted for this contest. We've got 2 matches coming up.
5 minutes have elapsed. 15 remain.
One more singles match as the cold-hearted handsome Devil Hook takes on the best friend of the reigning AWL Grand Champion, Will Ospreay. That is, of course, Kyle Fletcher in singles action. We'll see how Kyle Fletcher is doing after the injury at AEW Dynamite this past week. 1, 2, kick out, and look at this, pop-up powerbomb, last ride style, the incredible deceptive strength and athleticism of UK Gen 2 on display. And into an original Tiger Bomb as well, not a member of the Unified School of the Tiger style, but they've been influential across all of professional wrestling. And now, Wakazaki drop into the Wakazaki lock. Did I say Wakazaki? I meant Nagasaki. Nagasaki drop into the Nagasaki lock, but it doesn't matter because it didn't work. Cover, 1, 2, Max in trouble now. And they get their shoulder up before that final and fatal 3 count. This is pandemonium gone wild, wrestling fans. Vertical suplex, snap vertical suplex on the only one who can win a point as Lupe Peligro wisely gets the heck out of there. 1, 2, 3. Looks like Heidi's out.
Heidi Howitzer has been eliminated.
And that means we have one and only one intact tag team. Maybe Lupe Peligro and Max the Impaler will realize they have a common enemy right now and work together, but I don't think so. A ladder now introduced into the fracas. Set up in the corner, that could be a very painful Irish whip for somebody in a few moments. That's assuming anybody ever gets back in the ring. Max the Impaler in trouble. Oh, again, the suplex bomb on the outside by the 10 pounds of muscle in the 5-pound bag that is Emily Nagasaki. And now trying to get the fingers in the eye holes of that mask, that family heirloom passed down from the original British Kendo Nagasaki. The half-British, half-Japanese, first even partially Japanese member of the United Empire. That's how good Will Ospreay thinks that she is. Snap vertical suplex. We're 12.5 minutes approximately remaining on the clock. And interesting, noting how Lupe Peligro not taking advantage of a dazed and stunned Max the Impaler. Never mind. I was hoping those two would work together, but I think that lack of opportunistic teamwork is what's going to cost them here. Now, if either Lupe Peligro or Max the Impaler are pinned or made to submit within that 20 by 20 foot ring, that's a win for the team that does it. Interesting, separating the two opponents, UK Gen 2, communicating well with each other, even on opposite sides of the battle zone. 11:40 now remaining. I mentioned the cold-hearted, handsome Devil Hook will be competing as soon as this match is finished. And then in our main event, T49P looking to regain the tag team titles that they have not held in nearly 6 years as they face House Classic for the world's tag team titles. That's going to be your main event. Championship match is always getting priority here in the league. And again, just sort of grabbing onto the face and squeezing. Max the Impaler looking to assert their dominance, but you're not going to get a win here. All you're going to do is cause damage, and I think they don't really care about that. Oh, nice transition into a Jujigatame, abandoning it once she had full control of her faculties. And now we're back in the ring. And it's one member of each original tag team. Max looking for a power bomb here. And I think they're gonna get it. Down! The last ride, Butcher Bomb, whatever. Nagasaki drop into the Nagasaki lock and a cover here. Oh wait, the referee's paying attention to the submission. 1, 2, 3. This match. Jessica Kidd proving that sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. The referee only able to focus on one thing at a time, checking for a submission to ensure the safety of the athletes. Not allow the submission hold to go on longer after the tap. Oh, wait a minute! Dogagiri! Dogagiri!
10 minutes.
The poison mist! Ending the night for Max the Impaler!
Has been eliminated.
And you can see that green stinging poison mist. As UK Gen 2 picks up the first victory of the night, it's 2-on-1 now. That stinging, burning poison in the face of Max the Impaler. See if we can get another shot of that. I don't think so. Yeah, there you can see that smear of green on their face. Oh, that's gonna take their water rations for a month to wash off. Swing and a miss with the Japanese equalizer. Kendo Nagasaki, obviously the ancestor of Emily Nagasaki. She knows how to wield that kendo stick. One more time. What? Nagasaki drop into the Nagasaki lock, the seated inverted full Nelson, and that is enough to win the match as we burn it down till the ashes fill the sky. 2 up, 2 down. They are now 5-0. UK Gen 2 on an unbeatable roll right now, looking to face off against the unstoppable objects that are the Black Tigers, the current Joshi Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners in a clean sweep, UK Gen 2.
And you wonder why they are the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4. Up next, our final singles match of the evening. Light the signal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Entering it ordering from St. Mark's Place, representing all the wrestling, the Colt and debut. This is
Hook now cleared for action after that fireball to the face from the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, who does like to remind people that he's a wizard while speaking as a member in good standing of the International Brotherhood of Magicians and the recipient of their Wizard Award. I am actually a wizard, and Chris Jericho is absolute garbage. Right now, Hook, he's back in AEW, but he has designs not only on his FTW Championship, but on the AWL Grand Championship as well, winning the Outsiders Battle Royal at the last season's finale to get himself now to the #2 rank in the AWL Best 4. He will face either Will Ospreay or Tiger Mask 2 in the first World Title Grand Championship defense after Obonanza.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, representing the United Empire, being accompanied by Mark Davis, one half of Aussie Open,
Kyle Fletcher, only 1-3 here in the Animated Wrestling League, whereas the cold-hearted handsome Devil Hook is 7-3. So very different win-loss ratios here. And I do have some wonderful news to announce. For the first time in 10 months, yes, it has been cleared. Mark Davis is ready to compete in a 2-on-2 tag team match. That's right, Aussie Open will return to tag team action next week here in AWL strong and free, but right now it is all about sizing up Will Ospreay's presumptive next opponent. That's assuming he can get past Tiger Mask 2, but the United Empire is nothing if not full of assumptions. Bang the gong, we are on, and oh, nice counter, Japanese arm drag. The New Japan stylings of the United Empire, of course, founded in Shin-Nihon Puroresu, expanded now to the AWL, and in spirit at least, if not in name, to AEW as well. Nice boot by Hook, getting off the ground position. While he was a lacrosse player in a former life, he is well trained in jiu-jitsu. He is well trained in the throws and suplexes of professional wrestling by his father, the human suplex machine, Taz. We're not going to pretend that didn't happen. Full rotation on the backdrop driver on the outside. 20 count in effect in this AWL rules match. Oh, that's... Oh! Spinning driver there by Kyle Fletcher. We know he likes the tombstone as a finisher, popular these days. But what's he thinking now? No, not going to go for a springboard at that kind of distance. Hook wisely, staying back. Attempted a body slam, countered into the German suplex by the second generation suplex machine. Missed with the overarm chop, as Hook showing why he's got those striking credentials. I don't know if that was a backsplash or a back elbow, but it worked. And now just a little bit of disrespect. And the, oh, running boot right to the face. That could be a knockout blow. But Kyle Fletcher still moving, still intelligently defending himself. Referee not going to call it at this quick a juncture. Hook is imagining the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, the grand champion, every time he hits Kyle Fletcher. There's the red rum! Red rum over there in that ring. And he's thinking, if I can lock this on to Will Ospreay, he doesn't have a defense for this. But Kyle Fletcher able to force his way out. And now, Hookplex connecting and dropping down into the cover for the 1, 2, 3. Quick and somewhat easy victory for the cold-hearted, handsome devil, moving him up to 8-3, a ratio of +5. And I think he's ready for either Will Ospreay or Tiger Mask 2. Check out AWL O Bonanza next week. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that show. The Grand Championship will be on the line. The cold-hearted, handsome devil, the signal is up and he is ready for a match for the biggest prize of his career. He has wrestled for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship. Now he gets another shot at a top internationally recognized championship, or at least in my deluded little mind. As we move on to our main event of the evening for the AWL Tag Team Championship.
The following contest is your main event of this evening. It's scheduled for one fall, one submission and knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Championship.
P490, they were the 21st AWL World Tag Team Champions. Now they are looking to become the 42nd World Tag Team Champions. They won the AWL World Tag Team title at AWL 220. That was back in 2018. 6 years as tag team and singles competitors. They've done great things in their individual careers since then. But they have yet to regain the tag team gold. House Classic, on the other hand, the reigning and defending tag team champions of the world. This is their second reign with the championship belts. They're the 41st AWL World's Tag Team Champions. They won it back at Champions Week last season. So they have held the title for about 6 months, give or take, when you count the off-season. House Classic, also the 34th World's Tag Team Champions, also won at a Champions Week. It was AWL 330, out of curiosity. 3 title defenses last time, 4 so far this time, a career record of 8 defenses with those, the oldest, longest tenured belts in the company. And I still think they look pretty damn good. This is your main event. We go to ringside for our official introductions.
Introducing first the challengers, fighting out of New York City, New York, and Calgary, Dramatic Cause over Canada. The tag team combination of Tuscan, Kid Canada. They are the number 2 ranked in the AWL Best 4, T4-9P. And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending Amateur Wrestling League World's Tag Team Champions. Tonight, making their 5th title defense, Matt Classic 2. Together they are House Classic. This is an officially sanctioned World's Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Amateur Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding, at the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Hopkins in charge.
30-minute time limit, 1 fall to a finish, titles on the line. It's going to be 2 Season 0 originals. Starting us off, Matt Classic Sr., the world's oldest active professional wrestler, versus the Arab American Dream, Hassan. And a quick cover. This could be the fastest title match in history. 1, 2, Kid Canada showing supreme confidence in his tag team partner in this opening section, but happy to deliver a forearm to Matt Classic as needed. No personal animosity between these two teams. They don't hate each other. This isn't the Tigers' War, but this is for the title. So professionalism is going to be the progenitor of violence in this match. These two teams are going to go exactly as hard as they are humanly capable of going in order to either become or retain the World Tag Team Championship. Collar and elbow tie-up from the last master of the dungeon. Gut-wrench throw. And now a tope suicida, realizing he was trying to go after Matt Classic 2, but realized that the original had rolled out of the ring and therefore decided to take advantage with that tope suicida. Since they have left the ring, I am contractually obligated to mention the champion's advantage is in effect in this contest. Roll up, flash pin, 1. I think this might be the fastest combination of pinfalls we've seen in a title match in a long time. And now going after Matt Classic 2, preventing the tag, the ultimate form of cutting the ring in half, taking full control of the territory. Professional wrestling, at least tag team wrestling, is as much about territory gain as it is about beating your opponents. And right now this ring belongs to Team 49th Parallel. The 49th Parallel, of course, the border between the United States and Canada. Tag made now. Matt Classic 2 in for the first time. Second tag actually of the contest. MC2, the innovator of professional wrestling, compared to his father, the inventor of it. He's been wrestling since whatchamacallit. His son, I believe, since about 2015. Ooh! And I believe actually Matt Classic 2, the only son of Matt Classic Sr. Wrestling, the road life, doesn't leave a lot of time for kids and family, and Matt Classic, he wasn't ready to be a father until he wanted to be a present father. So I don't blame him for that at all. Drop down into the cover. 1, he's an old daddy, but everything still works pretty well from what his wife tells me. I actually have met Mrs. Classic. She's a lovely, lovely woman. Old-fashioned, gentle woman, straight out of parts unknown, local girl. Anyway, tag made. And the father tags out once again to the son. You can tell the difference if you're wondering. Matt Classic 2, he's one of these newfangled wrestlers. Where's the elbow pads? Where's the knee pads? His father doesn't really like that, thinks that's for sissies, but you know what? He does respect his son's life choices. And now going for the most Canadian move in all of professional wrestling. Turns him over. The sharpshooter. Learned in the bowels of the dungeon. Back in Calgary. A quick kick of the ropes by Kid Canada to force a rope break. This is the first match this season for House Classic as the reigning champions. They didn't participate in the Forge to Forge tournament. Canadian Destroyer into the cover. 1, 2. The titles survive, at least for the next few minutes. Whereas this is the third match this season, including the Forge to Forge tournament for T49P. They're currently 1-1, whereas the Classics 0-0. You saw that on the match card earlier. Remember that the tag team records reset every season. Oh, what is this? Backbreaker! Father and son on one hell of a run. They have not lost a tag team match, I believe, actually, this calendar year. Oh! Manhattan drop. He's from New York City. He doesn't like to get more specific than that. Maybe he's from Manhattan. Who knows? And somehow that is not a low blow. Tag made. Kid Canada in now.
5 minutes have elapsed. 25 remain.
All the time in the universe. Looking to stretch him like Stu would do back in the dungeon. Kid Canada, one of the last graduates of the original Heart dungeon. Same generation as Tyson Kidd, if you're wondering. And once again, the partner removed from the House Classic corner. So far, excellent tag team strategy. Double clothesline. He's going for a Rainmaker to finish it off. No, the roll! The ripcord drop kick. Combination now his own variation of his father's airplane spin going into the cutter. Shoots the half. Hook of the far leg. Textbook cover. Textbook pin for the 1, 2. Kid Canada able to just barely get the shoulder up, and he realizes he needs to retreat to the only place where he cannot lose. Matt Classic Sr. back in the ring, but does Kid Canada realize it? German, no. Couple of hard shots to the back. They say it's always the shot you don't see coming that knocks you out. And I don't think Kid Canada realizes he's not wrestling the legal fighter right now. And he's going to hear the reset of the count and realize, hopefully he's not too in his own head, he realizes, yes, Matt Classic Sr., now the legal man. His leaving the ring triggered the reset of the count. Canadian leg sweep. Side Canadian leg sweep by Kid Canada. Double outside, an outside-inside grip for that belly-to-belly suplex. Champion's advantage again in play. Kid Canada wants to get this back into the ring. Matt Classic Sr., he's an old school sort. He's going to want to do the same thing. And once again, the stunner, the hot shot stunner across the ropes. And they're both back in. Irish whip into the neutral corner, trying to isolate your opponent with a big splash. Matt Classic Sr. showing the wisdom of the ages here. Kid Canada, let's take a look at the individual win-loss records. Kid Canada 85 and 96 in the Animated Wrestling League. Matt Classic Sr. is 89-54. And there's that classic claw that won him a lot of those 89 victories. Which means Kid Canada, current ratio plus 16 in the AWL. Matt Classic Sr. plus 35. So the experience advantage very much on the side of House Classic in this contest. Collar and elbow tie-up, and of course, the tag team chemistry between father and son, those sort of familial bonds cannot change, cannot be matched, even by the longest tag team partners. And here we go, another Canadian Destroyer! Into the cover, very close to the ropes, however, and too close. Too close. They keep trying to attack the tag team partner on the outside to T49P, and its excellent strategy's not working at the moment. Look at that simple vertical suplex. Old school still rules. And there we go, the classic claw. His innovation that he taught to Fritz von Erich once upon a time, and it became his family's dynasty, his family's legacy. Kick to the midsection there by... Oh, interesting. Putting the boots to him. And a fist drop, and I think we do have some blood shed, though that mask is going to conceal it. The tag is made. The more high-flying, the more athletic, dare I say, certainly the much younger, Matt Classic 2. Now the legal combatant. Matt Classic 2, by the way. Also on the plus side of the ledger. Career of 64 wins, 46 losses. This is his 101st match in the AWL. Looking for a Dalmatian victory and retention here. As going, oh, he hooks the leg on his vertical suplex into a small package driver. That's the difference between the father and the son. The father, very simple, very old school. The son likes to add additional twists on it to make it a bit more effective, a bit more practical in the modern era. And they're almost a third of the way through the time limit. This match has been going by like a flash for the one. Oh, broken up immediately.
10 minutes have elapsed. 20 remain.
No need to panic yet. But in the event of a time limit draw, the titles are always retained. Looking for that very Canadian spear, 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 spear. And this time dead center. No, he thinks he needs something else. He might be thinking Canadian Crunch, might be thinking another destroyer, but no, he's thinking Tag Kogeki. Are we looking for the border cross? He might be, but no, a simple assisted gut punch as Hassan enters the match. Hassan, 114 wins and 101 losses in his career. Ratio of plus 13. Hassan, the only member of both the 100-win club and the 100-loss club. And what does he think? Oh, no, I don't know where he was thinking diving there. Legal fighters, Matt Classic 2 and the Arab American Dream. Hassan at a jumping knee. Shades of Jumbo Tsuruta there almost. And there's the classic claw passed down. All my sons and their sons shall follow me, so saith Matthew Classic. Yes, that was a reference to the Oath of the Phantom. And more blood spilt in the crucible of combat. A breakup and a rope break. Belt and suspender strategy, making absolutely sure the pants ain't falling down here. The tag is made. And Matt Classic Sr. looking to finish him off. He might be looking for the claw again. Might be looking for that full body slam. One, no, not even a one count. Broken up very deep into enemy territory. Imagine you're cutting across the middle of the ring from neutral corner to neutral corner to create the hypotenuse of tag team wrestling. Bit of an interaction there over the ropes. I believe it is still Hassan who is legal for T49P. I don't think Matt Classic cares, bringing Kid Canada in the hard way. That could have been a strategic mistake. He should have focused on the legal fighter, and he knows it. Oh, headbutt. That'll be a fine. But it wasn't back in his day. He just doesn't give a shit. He wants those tag team titles to stay in the family. The first ever intergenerational tag team. Not the only, but the first. And the first ever intergenerational tag team champions. Paradigm shift from the Arab American babyface. Super deep into enemy territory. 1, 2. But Matt Classic 2 still able to break it up at the last possible moment. We've only got 17 minutes left on this clock. They have been wrestling for about 13 minutes. Professional wrestling, the most cardiovascularly intensive sport on the planet Earth. Nothing compares. Usain Bolt doesn't have the cardio of these people. Olympic marathon runners don't have the cardio of these professional athletes. And of course, there's no shape, like ring shape, as T49P, who in their third match of the season already, House Classic their first. The question of hiatus ring rust. Is that going to be a thing here? It hasn't looked like it so far. Though a couple of strategic mistakes by Matt Classic Sr. do make me wonder. Axe Bomber into the corner. That's the move that once KO'd Antonio Inoki legit. And now maybe, oh, no. Matt Classic realized, oh shit, the Canadian's grabbing the legs. He's going for that sharpshooter. Got to get out of that immediately. Tag. The Sun in against the Canadian, and Parts Unknown versus Canada. Canadian Destroyer! About the third one of the match. And while nobody's kicked out of the Canadian Destroyer yet, there have been multiple breakups. Canadian Crunch! And they both collapse to the canvas. Kid Canada desperate for a cover here. He knows he's too deep in enemy territory, but he's going to force the opponent, I should say. As again, no personal animosity here. Going to force the opponent to expel energy to get out of that. And who knows, you might get lucky. Once again, everybody trying to control the physical territory of the ring. And now, Kid Canada on the ropes, literally.
15 minutes left. 15 remain.
And that's the halfway point, dead center for the cover. Again, a breakup. As long as it's within the 5 count, you're allowed to do that. Swing and a miss with the classic claw, however. I don't know if the Harts and the Von Erichs ever really had much of a rivalry with each other, but it's possibly learned, Kid Canada did, a counter to the claw in the dungeon. If anyone could have come up with a counter for the Von Erich / classic claw, it would have been the late great Stu Hart. Bionic elbow, tribute to a childhood idol and a lived dream, the Arab American babyface. No, wait a minute, reversal into the ground and pound position. That's what you get from watching too much of that newfangled MMA stuff. Oh, face first into the top turnbuckle. The tag is made. Tag Kogeki opportunity. Looking for a double whiplash. I thought we were going to get the intergenerational thrust kicks, but maybe not tonight. Classic claw. And he's going for the slam with it. No. Matt Classic trying something new? That doesn't happen. There is the tag. As we run for it, spear into the corner going up top. And high crossbody. Matt Classic showing tremendous resilience for his age. Notice how nobody's spending a great deal of time outside the ring. They want this to be done right. And there's that full body slam. Is he going to win the match with the body slam? Not right now. If this had been a singles match, it would have been over about 10 minutes ago, I think. Classic looking for the claw. No, he's looking for the airplane spin. Yes, I have seen this man win a professional wrestling match with an airplane spin. Is he going to go? And that's the reason he goes the other direction, somehow keeps himself from vomiting. I know I couldn't do that. I'd be puking all over the ring right now. Makes himself a bit dizzy, but all he has to do is fall on top of the guy. He hooks the leg to stabilize himself, and yet again, the Arab American Dream able to grab survival from the jaws of defeat. Maybe not victory, but a tag made now. Hassan, the fresh man, he's been out of the ring for a few minutes now. Collar and elbow tie-up, and he's looking for it. The paradigm shift by the Arab American babyface. The paradigm shift to the 1, 2, 3. The breakup was not in time. We have new tag team champion. And the song, the theme music of Hassan playing through the arena as we make this official.
Here are your winners, and the new tag team champions of the world, T419T.
6 years between tag team title reigns, and Team 49th Parallel is back at the top of the mountain. Next week, Aussie Open returns to tag team action. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss that history-making match. But for tonight, korede, himarida.